And welcome back, YouTube. It is 8:46 p.m. Friday, January 21st, 2022. Didn't get as much music as I would have liked to have got done at like today, especially considering how early I got in there. But I mostly worked on Akon. It's like I told that to somebody in the bar. I'm like, Akon, I haven't heard anything about Akon in years. I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of what I'd like. What I landed on. Had one of those mind-blown kind of moments for the longest time, and I mean literally since the song came out, and the song's over a decade old at this point. Well over a decade old. Alright, we got somebody blocking the crosswalk on the sidewalk. There he goes. Braveheart, what was I going to say? Oh, the song Sexy Bitch, which is David Guetta and Akon. The karaoke version that I got right when it came out, and it's the only version I've ever had for the song, is from oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of the karaoke. I think it was called Quick Hits. It was like one of the last brands of karaoke that came out on discs for like new pop releases, like a decade ago. And you know, and since then everything shifted to online, but most everything shifted to online. But anyway, when I got that, it was color coded as a duet. It said, David Guetta in blue and Akon in red. And I've always kind of questioned it. I'm like, I've never heard of David Guetta to sing, but I never really listened to the song with that critical of an ear. And I can see where you could hear it and think maybe it's two different people singing. But, Akon really does have that much of a range. And anyway, when I put that in my database, like back in the days when I was doing it in Access 97 for printed books, because I mean this even predates my online songbooks. It was put in as a duet. My whole name was all put in as a duet, and all these years it's been, when my online book was made by exporting my Access database that I used to print my printed books back when I had printed books, and it was it was kind of a reality check of like, wow, that's been wrong all these years. And it bothered me so much that I actually took the effort to edit the MP3 or the CDG file, which is basically the graphics portion of the MP3 plus G file, which is basically what's extracted from the CDG disk that it came from. I do have a program for editing CDG graphics. CDG files, and I don't really use it much anymore. I used to use it a lot, just kind of such a perfectionist with how I like my stuff to look. Like I would correct spelling errors and timing errors, and sometimes just make the colors on MP3G karaoke easier to see. And I still edit stuff like that every now and then, but this one here, actually, what I've done many times is I've got karaoke tracks that are duets, and for whatever reason they don't have it in two different colors showing who sings what on the screen. And I've gone through many of my karaoke tracks and made duets out of them by turning the single color of text into two different colors. And this is the first time I can think of where I've actually gone through and edited it from being two different colors to just being one single color. Now, while I was at it, I edited a couple minor. There was like an extra apostrophe that shouldn't be there, and I fixed that. And then places where it had the word I, as in the personal pronoun, and it was a lowercase I, and that bugs the shit out of me. So I fixed it to a capital I. Since I was editing the graphics, may as well do it right. But yeah, that's a little time consuming, so it caused me to not get that many tracks done. But I did get a handful of, I don't know, I want to say I probably just got 5 songs between last night after bar close and then today. 5 songs added to karaoke, and of course Sexy Bitch not being one of them. That was already in there. I just edited the database and the file name and the file itself to not be a duet, since the song is not a duet. All the vocals are Akon. And the funny thing is, it actually took me finding a live performance video of it to fully figure that out. But anyway, it's funny to know that I've just been kind of wrong about that song for so fucking long. But anyway, hey, it's fixed. It's fixed in my songbook DB database and in my karaoke files. And what had me reevaluating that song was that I actually added a karaoke track for Sexy Chick, which is the same song, but the radio friendly version. And while I was at it, I added the video for Sexy Chick. So yeah, they made the video for Sexy Chick as opposed to for Sexy Bitch. So anyway, yeah, worked on. And I did a few other Akon videos. Ended up when I'm doing stuff like this, I'll be doing duets, so I'll end up it'll be listed under both artists, and I'll end up doing both. At that point, I'm kind of working on both artists. So I actually didn't start working on Akon. I started working, and this is last night after the show was over. I just got a new version for the pop version, the what's called the pop edit of Matisyahu One Day, which absolutely love that song, absolutely love that particular version of that song. And just recently, karaoke version finally put out karaoke for it as a proper duet. Did a fabulous job with it. So I was adding that. That was a new release, something I just purchased. And while I was at it, it's like I looked to see if I had any other Matisyahu to add. It's like, nope. And do I have any more Akon to add? Oh, I got all kinds of Akon I'm sitting on. So anyway, ended up adding Sexy Chick and mostly working on Akon. I did eventually finish up all the Akon karaoke I had. I didn't have much time left. And then I looked at, of course, every song that was Akon is Akon with somebody else. Everyone that I added, today, and everyone I added today for karaoke. And so I'm looking at, okay, which one of these someone else's would I like to add something else for? And since I did one that was Akon and Lil Wayne, it's actually Akon, Young Jeezy, and Lil Wayne, although the karaoke version I have omits the Young Jeezy part, which I personally think kind of sucks, but it's the only karaoke version I've found for that particular song so far, so better that than nothing. And there was an official version, I forget the name of the song. I'm So Paid, I think is the name of the song. It's off Akon's Freedom album, which is actually, as R&B pop albums go, it's a pretty damn good album. Anyway, it's I looked it up, and there actually was an official single version that was released that was called the No Rap Edit, which omits the Young Jeezy part. So I couldn't actually find a copy of that edit, but I would assume that the karaoke track I have is, based on its time and everything, I would assume it's accurate to that. Anyway, my bus is here. That's what's new. Of course, you can always go to my songbook DB and check it out, and I'll try to put a link here in the description.